Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Don't mind the room. It's getting remodeled. As you can tell, there's a couple of holes, but I was messing with the fish table that I've got set up here, and as you can tell, it looks like a mess. And then I said, no. So I figured I got all my rods sitting here, and I would show you my arsenal. Ooh, that's bright. Why is it so bright? But I'm in the house because it's a little hot outside, and it doesn't know if it wants to rain or not. Ooh, my hair is... I just got through mowing a little bit ago, so I've been being lazy. I haven't really got out to go fishing. Like I said, it's been on and off rain, on and off hot. It's springtime. So, I figure why not do an arsenal since I've got a bunch of them literally sitting in here. I just dug them out of there as I was cleaning. So, let's get into it. Okay, well, I decided to do it in this room, even though it's being worked on. The kitchen just wasn't working for a dining room. Like the reserve, I have opened it, went through it, but I have not used anything out of it, like cycle bait underspin. Put your own paddle tail on it. Then there's a cycle bait 10,000 fish Colorado blade, like that right there. Ooh, the light is insane. That might be better. Who knows? But it's black and blue. Have not used it. And I actually have a juggernaut up under there. Not used anything. Got one for Christmas and my birthday, or got them both for birthday, whatever. But anyway, I figure I don't think I've ever shown like an arsenal or a list of anything. So this one is a 7-foot medium heavy Quantum. This one's more of a stiff rod. So this one I use for topwater, like frogs. Obviously the, oh, what are these called? Contenders? No, that's the multi-jointed swim bait. But another Guggen bait. But this one, pretty much topwater. It's got a SLX Shimano. This one is the 8 to 8.2 ratio. This one I won from Juno TV like last year sometime. This one's been a pretty good rod. It sat for a long time without a reel on it, period. Until pretty much I started this channel. And then I really started using it and put the Shimano on. I don't know if they're a good combo. So far they seem good. Maybe I'll take it off and put it on something else and put something else on here, but I don't know. Actually, I don't even know why this one's over here. Or wait, is this mine? No, this one's mine. My dad has one almost like it, and I have not used it. I want to use it once and then put it up. But it's sitting over there, I think. But this is a Daiwa Laguna 7'6" medium, and I've got it paired with a Shimano Sienna. This one's more of my saltwater, so I'm not 100% sure why it's out. But I figured I'd show it anyway. If you want to see the rest of the saltwater, I've got a bunch. Drop it down in the comments and I'll do a saltwater arsenal, but this is mostly my freshwater. So this is a Lew's Speed Stick Infinity, and I got it because of the color, but I did have, you know, one issue. I don't know if you can tell, but dark, very light. So if you have one or you get one, which they're a pain to find, because I even tried to find them through Lowe's because I had to do a warranty. And I'll show you, those are in the truck, so I will have to go get the other 3. But the one that replaced this is a different one. It's a green and black, because they didn't even have any of these in their warehouse. But this is a 6.6 medium fast, and it actually is pretty good. The tip broke, so I had, like I said, I had to get it warranted, but only about, you know, that much. Oh, only about this much of it broke. So I mean, it's probably still usable, because that's only what, 2 or 3 inches. You know what I'm talking about. So I might be able to just like shave that off and then use that one as the top eyelet and still be able to use it, because the reel and all was good. I've caught a few fish on the channel with it down in Fort Myers. There was a couple down there. So that one was pretty good until it broke, and I think it broke, can't remember when it broke. It's been a while. This one the wife got me one time. It is a Procaster 80 731 medium heavy, but it's actually just a 7.3 medium heavy. I don't know what the 731 is on here, but it's got like a little digital camo section. But this is a this was a pretty good rod. It's got some down here too. It's got the split grip, which I prefer, the split grip. This is a 7.5 to 1 gear ratio. I can't remember what I use this one for. What is it? Medium heavy. I want to say I've used this one mostly like topwater and jerk baits. That's what this one is. Jerk baits. The other one mostly frogs and like absolute topwater. But this one has been, oh, they're coming. This one's jerk baits, you know, that kind of thing. Flukes. Also crankbaits is what I use on this one. I think I use them on the other one too, but not as much as I use them on this one. So this one has been pretty good. I can't remember if I've caught anything off this one or not. I think I have. But it's been a pretty good setup. I actually used it in one of my last videos, and I threw the line right off of it. It needed to be restrung anyway. I didn't have much. Why does this one have a frog again? I don't have a clue. This one is a combat rod from Lunker Hunt. I have not caught anything on this one. This one's got a frog on it right now. You know, eat me. And then it's paired with a Abu Garcia Black Max. Where's the gear ratio? 5 bearings. That's good to know. But I do not see. B-Max 3 on the bottom. No idea, but it's on a 7-foot medium fast action. I have not used this one much because I've never been a big topwater guy. I got my first Abu Garcia, the big chunky bait casters. I probably have it somewhere. But I was always on spinnerbaits. I didn't learn worms and none of that because my dad was a huge catfish guy. It's all he went for. That and saltwater. But I stuck with spinnerbaits and did that for a long time. So I'm still learning, you know, like all the techniques and the different baits and the different stuff. You know, but I've always been fishing for bass my whole life. But I just didn't learn. And then I quit for years. I don't know why. I just quit fishing, even though I had a bunch of stuff. So now I'm still trying to relearn. So, you know. But back to this rod. This was the kid's rod. He went back to Oklahoma left his rod, even though it's a 2-piece, he could have taken it. But I've used it a couple of times, have not caught anything on it. So I've had this one a while. This is a Field and Stream. Oh, the wall. I need a taller ceiling. Field and Stream. The wife bought me this one. This one is a soft plastic rod. This is a Pulsar rod. This one's a 7-foot medium heavy fast taper. And I have caught fish on this one. What's the gear ratio, does it say? Or is it cheap? Yeah, little. It's got some fish, but I've had to take and super glue it, and I ended up using one of those, you know, the red shop towels, or the rags that everybody uses. I decided to use that to wipe the excess, and as you can tell, it left some fibers behind, so a little bit of decoration. This one came, it's sometime towards the end of last year is when the wife bought me this one, but I do like these handles, or the grips. I like the thicker ones. Used to I didn't like them, but now that I'm getting older, I prefer the thicker grips. I love the color scheme of this one though, the blue and the gray. That's from riding around in the back of the truck, you know, getting a little scarred up, but it's been a pretty good combo. So I had to go out to the truck and get my last three big rods. This is the Lew's HS1 Hypersonic Speed Stick. This is the one that replaced the Xfinity, the orange spinning rod, because they didn't have any more of those. So I asked them what they had that was comparable, and it was this one. And this one's still a 6.6 medium fast taper. I have not used this one yet. It's a IM Endurance 6 rod. Gear ratio 5:1. So I have not used it. If it's anything like the orange one, I'm pretty sure I will like it. And I'm starting to put all of my spinning rods on the left side. And look at that. Camera shut off for some reason. Anyway, I'll just have to remember that little knot before I put a lure on it and use it. This one is one of my favorites. This is a Lew's Carbon Fire Speed Stick with an Abu Garcia Black Max 6.4-1. It's got these red handles on it, I guess for the carbon fiber or carbon fire. This one I have caught fish on. Camera got hot inside of an air-conditioned house, so I had to let it sit, and I literally have four left. Okay, bear with me, camera. So that was the Carbon Fire by Abu Garcia. This is definitely one of my favorites. This is a 7-foot medium heavy fast Lew's Mock Crush, the original rod that came with this reel. I think I got it for like $70-80 because the wasn't the tip, it was the little slide that runs along the deal, so the line guide can move back and forth, was broke. So I got a hold of them, told them what I needed. They wanted my address, shipped it right to me without a problem, no, free of charge. So customer service was on point. Fixed it, been good ever since. And then the tip of this one broke. It's over there. So I got a hold of them, did a warranty. They let me do it, got the new rod, and that's what I caught the last 3 fish in the last video. This is the setup I was using. So Lose My Crush or Lose in general, their customer service has been on point. I haven't had an issue. But this is a SLP. I don't see the gear ratio anywhere on this thing, or I'm blind. So it needs cleaned. If you can see inside there, I got some sort of grass right in here from the tree. Oh, my neighbor's weed eating, so must have hit something. It's got 10 bearing system. Oh, is the gear ratio there? Yeah, 7.5 to 1. They've got it in a weird spot. But this has been one of my absolute favorite setups to use. Would I love the $200-300 setups? Who wouldn't? But when I can take a $100 setup or whatever and do everything I need to do and never have any issues, I'm cool with that. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the micro size. This is a 5.6 by Proficiency. The wife had gotten me this the beginning of the year. I don't know if you can see the color pattern very well. The light is a little bright, I think. But I've got a little black and blue spinnerbait on there with a Colorado blade. Used it a couple of times. I like the way it casts, the way it feels. I love the grip. It's been a pretty cool little rod. I have not caught anything on it, but stay tuned. I'm gonna try. Now this one I think I have. This is a Lew's Xfinity, but it's the green one. And it came on its 5.6 rod from Lew's, but I picked it up somewhere about in here and tried to pull it out of the truck one time, out of the back of the Excursion, and it broke. So I had to get a new rod, and this is a Legacy. I think this is Jawbone. Is it? It'll say somewhere on here. Maybe that was the other rod, and I don't know where. It's somewhere hidden over there, I guess. I forgot all about that one, but this is the XSJ10 speed spin, so it's the micro version, but it's a 5.6 ultralight. I don't remember if I've caught anything on this one, but I've got a little red and black spinnerbait with a black Colorado blade and a red willow blade. I love the split grip. I don't know what it is about those, but I just like those better. Everybody's got their own preference, but it's been a pretty good rod. I think I even used it in South Florida. I don't remember if I caught anything, but so far it's held up and it hasn't broke yet. Last one, and this is the last ultralight as well. This is a Jeez. Sounded like it broke. What is it? It's a South Bend Neutron, like a golden, not a golden, but like a burnt copper color. I like it. I'm not sure who owns this brand, but it's a medium action spinning rod, 5.6. So it's a medium 5.6 and not an ultralight. I don't like the reverse, so I always turn that off. Yeah, Neutron series. I don't see ball bearing or gear ratio. Obviously, it's not nothing crazy. Brand new, comes with its own line. Now I don't know what line is on there, and I don't see anything on here. But the spinning combo is ball bearing drive, vintage chrome spool, medium action fiberglass rod blank, ceramic guides, graphic reel seat, an EVA handle. I guess that's the EVA foam. Oh, the trash truck finally ran. They usually run earlier. Have not used this one. The wife was talking about the kid wanted to go fishing with me, and she's mentioned it a couple of times, wanting me to teach her. So I got her a little short one for her to use. So that'll come soon, I'm sure. And since it's sitting here, I might as well. It's a 7'6", medium fast Shimano GLF, but the tip got broke when the jack was in the bed of the truck and I made a turn. The camera keeps dying, so I'm just going to use my phone. For whatever reason, in an air-conditioned house, my camera's getting hot, and it's literally, you know, other than the light, and the light's not hot, so it's like hot to the touch, so I don't figure it out. But my jack moved around in my bed and decided to take the tip off, so now I got to warranty it. I've already talked to him. I just got to get it cut down a little bit so I can ship it and send it to him. But that's part of my salt water. But I need to put it out there so that I can do it. Yeah, there's the salt water in that corner, and this is all the fresh water I just did. And then, as you can tell, the bait table, it did look, believe it or not, it looked nicer than this at one point, but not in quite a while. I got a whole stack of those. Like this stuff, that was from when I did the brakes on my truck. Oh, I will show you this though. This is the Shimano C5000 XG Nasty. And I love this thing. I have not caught a fish. It suffered some damage from my jack. Took out the reel seat where it, you know, attaches to the rod. Both of these broke, so I sent it in. Sent me back my spool, everything else, handle and all. They just replaced the frame, which I'm fine with, not complaining, because I love how thick these are, or the handle. So I got that back, and it was on that GLF rod till it broke. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna put it on there or if I'm gonna go. When I was at Outcast, I seen a nasty rod that matches the reel. So I'm thinking about just going and getting it, so you can see it's being remodeled. But I'm thinking about going and getting it so that they match. But we'll see. I got this bucket. I got a bucket from there too when I had to pay for it, but it's worth it. Now I have a bait bucket, so when I throw my casting net out, other than the small one that you always see my shrimp in, this one, if I get like pinfish or something like that till I get a boat, I can go in here. There's the box for the Sienna. And see, here's one of my other Abu Garcia Black Maxes that I used to have the rods to both of these, I think. Or one had a rod. Yes. One had a rod, and I think it got broke in Jacksonville. Yeah. It's probably that one. But I've had both of that one, and the other one on the Lunker Hunt rod. I've had those two reels for 5 years or more, probably like 8 or 9, if not longer. But figure with the weather it's been, the way it's been, ain't been able to get out. Been out of town for 2 weeks. Figured I'd get something put together, show you what I fish with, my little arsenal. It's not the most, luxurious, but do I like them? Yes. They work well for what I do, what I've used them for. I'm not trying to catch 400-pound fish on them. So, the saltwater rods that I have can handle that kind of, well, I don't know about 400, but they can definitely handle some weight. But I figured, like I said, throw a little arsenal, what I've got for 2023. But hey, if you got any suggestions, any ideas, drop them down in the comments. Let me know which rod or combo is your favorite. And I guess we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.